Hello, people of the internet. Good afternoon, good evening, a happy Friday to you all. Hopefully you are wrapping up your week well, or possibly getting an early start to the weekend. Regardless, hope you're having a good day today. We've got new music. We've got one more V project before the full solo debut comes out in a little while. This is Rainy Days, part 2 of his pre-release project, and I'm very excited indeed. Love Me Again was exactly what I wanted from a solo V project. I'm kind of hoping we get a little bit more of the same with Rainy Days today. You know, his really smooth, rich, dulcet tones just flowing through the air with an instrumental track backing him that's just oh so rich and nice and tasteful. I reckon it'll probably be along that lines, but I'm still gonna hope and pray for it anyways. Here we go. I haven't heard any teasers up until this point. I haven't heard any spoilers. I don't listen to spoilers beforehand. In fact, I didn't even know this was dropping. I just pulled it up. Like, it was on my YouTube homepage and it was dropped 7 hours ago for almost 5 million views in 7 hours. Shout out you lot. But, this one on Rainy Days. Here we go. Quite loud. I love the old-timey piano feel. Okay, bring in a beat.
Rainy days, I'm thinking about you.
This is a very loud song.
Find the way right back to you. On rainy days like rainy days, I'm thinking about you. What to say? Wish I knew how to find the way right back to
That
you.
really sharp, like muted triangle hit sound is really interesting. It's such an interesting offset to the rest of the song. It's so sharp compared to everything else.
Time with you was so amazing. Haven't changed, it's still the same. 늦었지만 우리 다시 Can we go back to the moment again? Yeah, rainy days, I'm thinking about you. What to say? Wish I knew how to find the way right back to you. On rainy days like rainy days, I'm thinking about you.
Having his voice like layered on top of each other, it sounds like there's a very, very short echo in his voice. It's not just one V vocal track, there's another one behind it, and that extra like layer to it gives it such an interesting color.
Remember how I used to make you laugh the most. 내가 이런 말할 자격 없어도 Let me make up for all the time we lost.
Less of a twinkle in the beat this time on the second verse.
Don't tell me it's over. We can start it over. 너는 나의 내 clover. Yeah, I can feel your touch. I remember your kiss. 그 말은 아팠지 and I miss you. Rainy
I just clocked that's a baguette. Huh?
to say, wish I knew how to find the way right back to you. On rainy days like rainy days, I'm thinking about you. What to say, wish I knew how to find the way right back to you. On rainy days like.
Oh, he's captured the essence of the rainy day, like chill inside aesthetic so well. Dog. Love a little pet feature. Oh, he understands the assignment. Yes, he does. Oh my goodness, where has this been all my life? It's the thing about the kind of like rainy, like day indoors kind of aesthetic when it comes to music. It's very similar to the late night vibe or the late night aesthetic when it comes to music. It's kind of an acquired taste, but it's one that if you can understand, if you can get behind, it's really nice. It's an extremely calming genre of music. or calming kind of subgenre, if you will. And his voice, V's voice, is so good for it. I said it in Love Me Again, but his vocal color is one that is unmistakable once you get to know it. And the fact that throughout the song, we kind of got two different iterations of it, but both of them were very much appropriate for this just layback and chill type of aesthetic. And I love it. It's so easy to listen to. And frankly, I don't want to. Don't you dare do it. Bees like to hang around my window, and well, it's toasty in the flat today, and I'm having the door open, or the window open. Anyways, I want to talk about the two verses and the way, like, the approaches towards these two verses, because they're very different. They're contrasting approaches. So, like, you have first verse.
Right back to you.
I guess.
Rainy days like rainy days. I'm thinking about you. What to say.
Guess we gotta run through the hook first a little bit, but.
Right back to you. Rainy days like.
What amazes me about this opening hook, in a way, is there's three different moving parts. You have Taehyung on the vocals, you've got the piano part, and you've also got that almost muted triangle percussion part. These are three very different colors when it comes to the musical aspect of it. Like, you've got Taehyung's voice, which is really Taehyung's voice. I gotta enunciate a little bit better, but his voice is, very much rich. It's very smooth. The piano has this kind of old-timey feel to it. It feels like it's being played through like an old record player. It doesn't feel crisp. It feels old. It feels dated. It feels worn in. And then you've got this muted triangle part that's so sharp, and it cuts through the rest of the song so fast. These are three very different styles, and they're doing three kind of different things. Like, rhythmically, sonically, they're kind of doing different things, but they work. It's like a chaotic good mix of musical elements, and that's surprising, because this song is a lot more complex than it appears to be. But verse.
Ring up my phone, I gauge, hoping for your call lately. I've been on my own, maybe. 이젠 지난 일을 만나. Time with you was so amazing. Haven't changed, I'm still the same me. 늦었지만 우리 다시. Can we go back to the moment again? Yeah, right.
Not a lot going on with the bass. You get it on occasion, but it's primarily that muted triangle. I'm gonna keep calling it that because I don't actually know what it is, and the older kind of recorded piano type of vibe, right? We move on to verse 2. Oh yeah, I guess one more point is very smooth vocals, like long, drawn out, elongated, accentuated vowels, stretch the O's and the O's and the A's. Second verse.
Remember how I used to make you
The cadence of the melody, much quicker. Instrumental part, more of a focus in the bass end. Less of an importance in the piano part overall. It's still there, but not as prevalent. And it's that contrasting style between the two verses that really sells this song for me, because this song really does feel like a song of two halves, like it's telling two different stories in a way. And it's like the individual parts are busy. That hasn't changed. It's what parts are being prioritized now. So there's 4 parts, 3 parts at most. Piano, percussion, and Taehyung's vocals. 1, 2, 3. This song is... Oh, wait, no. Bass, vocals, piano, percussion. So 4 parts. This song, especially in the verses, is really saying, like, the description or, like, the assignment for the verses is How do you change the feeling of the song? By changing the priorities of some of these four. Not all of it. Because all four of those parts exist in both verses. It's just what has been taken priority of when it comes to the arrangement of it. And just by switching one thing, just by like moving the priority more towards the bass instead of away from, or instead of in the mids and trebles, it switches the flow feeling of the song and the flow of the song so much. Combine that with a much faster cadence and the lyrical delivery in the second verse, it feels like an entirely different song in a way. It feels the energy is different, yet they're the exact same song. And I think that's very cleverly written. I love smart compositions like this because it goes to show how kind of creative composers and arrangers can be and how much a little does when it comes to like changing something in a song. This one gets a stamp of approval from me. Musically, very stimulating song. And again, it's V on this type of music. This slow, relaxed type of music is such a nice fit. And I'm so glad that he's kind of pursuing this in a solo direction. Because the world, I think, deserved to hear his voice on music like this. So, very excited for what's to come with this project, but that is it for me today. Thank you all for watching along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today: let us work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day today. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, an ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.